The Quran on the atmosphere. Without the atmosphere, we would find it very hard to survive. Humans can last weeks without food, days without water, but only minutes without air. We also consume it at a high rate. Humans breathe the equivalent of 13 kilograms of air each day, compared with eating 2.4 kilograms of food and drinking 1 kilograms of liquid. Our daily lives are also influenced by the atmosphere. How warm it is or whether it's raining determine what kind of clothing we wear and what kind of activities we participate in. Local climates affect what kind of houses we build. We are also protected by the atmosphere. It acts as a huge blanket, keeping the earth warmer than it would be without the atmosphere. This is known as the greenhouse effect. Without the atmosphere, the average temperature on Earth would be below freezing. The atmosphere also protects living things on Earth from the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation. A thin layer of gas called ozone, high up in the atmosphere, filters out these dangerous rays. The atmosphere protects Earth from harmful cosmic radiations. It also protects Earth from meteorites and small debris bombardment. In the Quran, "And we made the sky a protective shield and they turned away from its sign." How is it possible a man living in the desert 1400 years ago who can read and write have known the protective function of the atmosphere? As altitude increases, the oxygen concentration at atmospheric pressure decreases. A point is reached where humans cannot breathe anymore. The Quran says that as we ascend to the sky, it becomes more difficult for us to breathe. Those whom Allah wants to guide, He opens their chests to Islam, and those whom He wants to leave astray, He makes their chests tight and constricted, as if they are ascending to the sky. Such is the penalty of Allah and those who refuse to believe. How can a man living in the desert 1400 years ago who can read and write have known that we cannot breathe with increased altitude? Where did this knowledge come from? Was he a scientist? Did he just guess? How could an illiterate man who was a shepherd come up with a book in a society where 95% of the people were illiterate? Historians to this day can't explain how desert dwellers defeated the biggest empires of that time like Romans and Persians. How come this man is still followed to this day by billions? How come a book he brought is memorized by millions by heart?